Everybody in the world wants a lawyer to come on board and do some pro bono work, which usually means solving a bunch of difficult problems that would cost a lot of money and untangling a lot of messes. It's never simple, never when it's a pro bono case. A lot of times problems can be solved by writing a letter or something like that. But let me tell you one really useful thing you can use a lawyer supporter for, and that's to help with grants. Now, I'm not talking about writing a grant. That takes a lot of time. That's hours and hours of work. You're not going to get that out of me, most likely. But what you can do is use a lawyer's peculiar talent to help you determine what to write for your grant. Now, let me explain that to you. In law school, we use something called IRAC, Issue, Rule, Analysis, Conclusion. This means when you look at any fact pattern, or in this case, a request for proposals, you look for the issues involved. Then you state the rules. Then you perform an analysis, and then you come to a conclusion. The thing that you want to know about a grant request for proposal is what the issues are. And often it doesn't say, well, we're going to grade your proposal based on creativity, whether you're wearing blue socks, and whether the weather is sunny. It may be things as silly as that. It may be things like whether or not you're working with other agencies, whether or not you have an established record, how big your social media platform is. It would be nice if they just told you all these things right up front, but they don't. But they are embedded in the RFP. So your lawyer will understand this. If you come to them with a 3 or 4 page RFP, request for proposals, right? And say, we just got this. Would you look at this as a law school problem and circle what the issues are or highlight them in yellow so that we can address those? And it would take a lawyer not very long to go through this and say, see here where they say creativity, you got to mention creativity. Where it says working with other groups, you got to mention that. A lawyer can just go through that with a highlighter and tick off those things that you really need to mention that you may not have figured out reading it yourself. But the lawyer can tell you what the issues are presented in that RF. Then you will go back and write a paragraph about each thing that the lawyer highlighted, arrange them in a logical sort of flow, and then submit your proposal. But that's how you could really use a lawyer to help you with your grant proposals. Don't ask them to write them. That's like writing a whole appellate brief. That's 15, 20 hours of work right there to write a good proposal. But to go through an RFP and pick out those issues that you may not have noticed the first time that you're reading it, just tell the lawyer, it's like an appellate brief. Can you run through this and just highlight the issues, and you go back and write them? Try that. For more information on raising money, please go to jdonate.com. See you there.